सो हेलो नमस्कार टू द ऑल केमिस्ट्री लवर्स, डॉक्टर्स एंड इंजीनियर्स ऑफ द नियर फ्यूचर। मैं विजय कुमार सोनी आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं इन केमिस्ट्री वाला चैनल रिगार्डिंग टू योर वन एंड ओनली केमिस्ट्री। In previous video we have discussed about the a lot of things regarding to just your electrochemistry. And now the time to discuss about the very important part of the electrochemistry, that is the just batteries. If we go with the batteries, then batteries are a very useful device for us because these give us just electricity. In these device particular, it will be change of chemical energy in electrical energy. So we can say that these are just your, you can say, galvanic cell. So first of all I would like to go with the just meaning of batteries. So this is the about batteries. We can say just batteries are batteries are galvanic cell galvanic cell which changes electrical energy to just which changes chemical energy to electrical energy to electrical energy. This is the most important thing. If we'll go with the just batteries, then a proper battery, what is the mean of battery? So we can say that just a serial combination of more than one cell called as battery. If we'll go with the just example of the batteries, then we can take the example as a dry cell, just your mercury cell. This is your, you can say, mercury cell. After then you can say lead storage cell, and after then we can take the example NICD cell, or just fuel cell also. If we go with the just batteries, then a proper battery should have following properties. एक अच्छी बैटरी में क्या क्या properties होनी चाहिए? So these are the properties of battery or a cell. First, following properties should be in a battery or cell. First, it should light up, मीन्स इसको लाने और ले जाने में ज्यादा फोर्स, ज्यादा वेट नहीं होना चाहिए, इनमें इजीली कैरिंग होनी चाहिए. लाइट वेट होगी तभी इजी कैरी कर पाएंगे. सेकंड, they should give current of just constant पोटेंशियल वाला करंट प्रोवाइड करनी चाहिए. द थर्ड एप्लीकेशन, और जस्ट यू कैन से थर्ड क्वालिटी ऑफ अ बैटरी, व्हाट शुड बी, दैट शुड बी जस्ट पर्टिकुलर, ये लॉन्ग लाइफ तक चलनी चाहिए. तो शुड प्रोवाइड एनर्जी फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम, लंबे टाइम तक एनर्जी प्रोवाइड करने वाली होनी चाहिए. और फोर्थ, जो कि इकोनॉमिकली चीप होनी चाहिए, मींस दे शुड बी चीप, एंड वन थिंग, दे शुड बी स्मॉलर इन साइज. सो शुड बी स्मॉलर in size and cheap also. So these are the properties of the just your batteries. Now it's time to discuss about the types of cell or batteries. Types. If we'll go with just types, then there are two types of the cell or batteries. Two types. Number one is your primary cell or batteries. Cell or batteries. Number two is your secondary cell or batteries. Secondary cell or batteries. If we'll go with the first of all, then here is the primary cell or battery. Primary cell or batteries. If we'll go with these kind of the just batteries, then these edges irreversible reaction means after discharging these cannot recharge मीन्स पर्टिकुलर इनको रिचार्ज करना पॉसिबल नहीं होता. यूज में लेने के बाद भी फेंक दिया जाता है पर्टिकुलर, या इसके कुछ पार्ट जो है काम में आते हैं उनको काम में ले लिया जाता है. इफ विल गो विद द जस्ट एग्जांपल्स, then we can take the pet example as a dry cell, and another is your mercury cell, which is used as a primary cell or batteries. So this was about the definitions, meaning of the cell or batteries, and for the properties of the cell or batteries, and just type of the cell and batteries as a primary and secondary. Now we'll go deeply with the primary and for the secondary, go through with the matter properly. It's very important, just topic, an interesting topic also, because of it will be a lot of question regarding to this topic. So be with me properly. It's too important. Each and every reaction is important, nothing unimportant. So now the time to discuss about the first of all as a dry cell. If we will go with the dry cell, then particular बात ही आती है कि साहब इसका यूज कहाँ कहाँ होता है. Then it is used in wall clock, दीवार घड़ी में इसका यूज करते हैं. In remotes also, particular pencil cell की फॉर्म में, एंड इन डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ द टॉर्च ऑल्सो. पुराने टाइम पे जो टॉर्च यूज करते थे, आज भी यूज करते हैं, उनमें भी दोनों टाइप के सेल यूज होते हैं, लार्जर साइज एंड स्मॉलर साइज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पेंसिल सेल ऑल्सो. Nippon, Novino, already these are the just blend of the dry cell. So this is the first of all dry cell. This is based upon Leclanche cell, based upon Leclanche सेल, इलेक्ट्रॉन से सेल पे बेस्ड होता है particular. If we'll go with the structure, before taking the structure, it is used in torch, wall clock, and you can say just in some of the remotes also. If we'll go with the just structure, then this is the diagrammatically structure. It exists one of the Zn container, cylindrical. This is the cylindrical container of the Zn. It will be the cylindrical, just your container of Zn. This is the Zn container. It acts as a anode, means as a negative terminal, while at the center here will one of the carbon rod or graphite rod. At the center here will carbon rod or graphite rod. This is the carbon rod. It bears one of the brass cap like this. This is the brass cap, and it will be sealed either with the plastic or leather also. This is the plastic seal. Also. Here will nearby the just carbon rod. It will use of just carbon powder and MnO2. By the separation by the use of porous layer. This is the carbon plus MnO2, manganese dioxide, and just nearby the wall it will use of paste of NH4Cl and ZnCl2. Here red mark is the paste of, this is the paste of just ZnCl2 plus NH4Cl. This is the carbon rod, C rod, carbon rod, you can say carbon rod. It acts as a cathode, means positive terminal. So description about the structure, what is that? It exists one of the just cylindrical container having carbon rod at the center. It also exists brass cap like this. This is the brass cap, and it will seal with the plastic seal or leather, and just nearby the carbon rod it will use of carbon plus manganese dioxide, and nearby the just container of Zn it will use of paste of ZnCl2 and NH4Cl, zinc chloride and ammonium chloride. Now the time to discuss about the reaction. This is most important. So this is the structure of dry cell. Now the time to discuss about the cell reaction. Cell reaction के regarding बात करें, then first of all it will use of anode, and as the anode we are using here the Zn container. So it will oxidation, Zn changes in Zn plus 2 with the release of 2 electron, and this is the loss of electron is called as oxidation reaction. Now the time to discuss about the cathode. But before starting the reaction, it will use of the electrolyte, and here as electrolyte that is your NH4Cl. So first of all, we'll go with the just dissociation of the electrolyte. We cannot start without the electrolyte. So let's see. It's too important. This is the according to stoichiometric 2 of NH4Cl. It dissociates in 2 of NH4 plus 2 of Cl minus. Now we'll go with the just anode. As the anode here is the use of Zn container. So it oxidizes Zn plus 2 with the release of 2 electron. Here will oxidation reaction. Oxidation reaction. And another part is your cathode. This is the negative terminal and this is the positive terminal. Over the cathode we can use just MnO2. This is the MnO2. 2 part, just 2 of NH4 plus, these 2 of NH4 plus, and here will gain of 2 electron. This is the 2 electron. Now the reaction, here is the gain of electron, that's why it is called as reduction reaction. Here 2 MnO2 changes in Mn2O3. Mn2O3, one of the oxygen remaining, reacts with the 2 of H plus to give just H2O, and it will release of 2 of NH3 gas, and this is called as reduction reaction. Reduction reaction. The net cell reaction, this is the most important. This is the net cell reaction. So to get the net cell reaction, it is also called as discharging of dry cell. मीन्स ड्राई सेल जब डिस्चार्ज होगा तो क्या रिएक्शन होगी, 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन टू 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमेन्स कैंसिल, रेस्ट कोई मटेरियल कैंसिल होने वाला नहीं है, सो इट विल बी Zn. दिस इज द 2 ऑफ MnO2, this is the 2 of NH4 plus, gives you Zn plus 2 plus, you can say Mn2O3, and rest is your H2O with the release of 2 of NH3. This is the discharging reaction. Now it's time to discuss about the EMF. Concentration of electrolyte is not common, so these don't have constant potential, as a EMF, and the value of EMF for the dry cell is 1.25 to just 1.5 volt. This is the 1.25 to 1.5 volt regarding to the EMF of the dry cell. Now it's very important regarding to dry cell. What is that? The forming, this is the most important, so I'm writing with the just red marker. Forming Zn plus 2 ion reacts with NH3 to give a complex ion, that is the Zn, that is the Zn NH3 whole 4 2 plus. You can say the name of this compound is your tetra amine zinc second ion. the name of complex, and that's why ये complex ion है अपने constituted ions में dissociate नहीं होता. That's why these kind of the cell don't have reversible reaction. Reaction will be only in forward direction. So this was about the dye cell, the structure of the dye cell, reactions, EMF, and just specific thing regarding to the question. It will be question in the board exam also. Which of the compound will form during the reaction of the dry cell. So go through with the matter properly. It's too important. Now the time to discuss about the drawback of this cell. We can say just drawback of dry cell. That is too important. This is the drawback of dry cell. Drawback of dry cell. If you will go with this kind of the cell, then here is the use of NH4Cl as a electrolyte. यहाँ electrolyte की form में NH4Cl का use करें, and this is the one of the salt made up of just you can say weak base as a NH4OH and strong acid as a HCl. So this is the weak base and this is the strong acid. This strong acid reacts with the slowly with the just Zn container and changes in ZnCl2 with the release of S2. Because of here the value of E naught of Zn plus 2 oblique Zn is your minus 0.76 वोल्ट. नेगेटिव वैल्यू है इसलिए एसिड के साथ रिएक्शन करके S2 गैस को डिस्प्लेस कर देगा. धीरे धीरे वो कंटेनर पोरस होता जाएगा एंड इट विल जस्ट ड्यू टू फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ZnCl2 with Zn container, it forms it becomes just container of Zn becomes porous and just NH4Cl comes out. This process is called as leaking of cell. इसको हम लीकिंग ऑफ सेल कहते हैं. पर्टिकुलर कंटेनर में अंदर की ओर NH4Cl रखा था. NH4Cl जो कि मॉइस्ट के साथ रिएक्शन करके स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड देगा. वो स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड उस Zn कंटेनर के अंदर धीरे धीरे रिएक्शन करके ZnCl2 का फॉर्मेशन करके S2 गैस को रिलीज करेगा. S2 गैस को रिलीज करने के बाद में पर्टिकुलर पोरस हो जाएगा. पूरी दीवार पर छोटे छोटे होल्स बन जाएंगे और NH4Cl बाहर आने लग जाएगा. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज लीकिंग ऑफ सेल. इसको रोकने के लिए मीन्स इसको लीक प्रूफ बनाने के लिए पर्टिकुलर it will use of thick paper or metal sheet to wrap the dry cell. उस ड्राई सेल को रैप कर दिया जाता है या तो मोटी पेपर शीट लगा करके और या मेटलिक शीट लगा करके. So this was about the entire part of the dry cell. So this was about the dry cell as a primary cell. Now we'll go with the just another primary cell that is called as Mercury cell or button cell also. So the time to discuss about the button cell or Mercury cell. From the dry cell it will not any kind of the just pollution. तो यहाँ डिकम्पोज करने की कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं होती है, ये हार्मफुल नहीं होते हैं ड्राई सेल हमारे लिए. सो दे शुड नॉट यूज ऑफ एनी प्रिकॉशन ड्यूरिंग यूज ऑफ सच सेल. So this was about the dry cell. There is a lot of question regarding to the cell, which of the substance will be used as electrolyte, EMF of the dry cell, formation of the compound during the reaction of cell, and what is the meaning of leaking of the cell. So this was about the just your dry cell. Now the time to discuss about very important topic, that is the mercury cell. It is also called as button cell. This kind of cell used in calculator, just hearing aids, या यू कैन से हियरिंग मशीन. जिन लोगों को प्रॉपरली सुनाई नहीं देता वो अपने कान में एक मशीन यूज करते हैं, हियरिंग एड्स. एंड एज रिमोट ऑल्सो, इन रिमोट ऑल्सो, रिमोट में भी इसका यूज करते हैं, लार्जर साइज पर्टिकुलर, एंड रिस्ट वॉच, एंड रिस्ट वॉच में भी इसका यूज किया जाता है. दिस वॉज अबाउट द यूज. If we'll go with the structure, then actually ये कुछ इस टाइप से दिखता है, कुछ इस टाइप से, बहुत छोटा साइज रिस्ट वॉच में जो लगता है. ये पूरा का पूरा स्टेनलेस स्टील से बना होगा. If we'll go with the internal structure, then it looks like as follows. This is the again container of Zn. This is the container of Zn. Zn container. At the center, it will again a carbon rod like this. Just your carbon rod. This is the carbon rod which acts as a cathode, while Zn container acts as a anode. Anode means negative terminal and cathode as a positive terminal. And here we use of paste of HGO and KOH. This is the paste of HGO plus KOH, means KOH will be used as an electrolyte, and this is the structure of, just you can say, mercury cell, or you can say button cell also. If we'll go with the further, so you can say in the structure it exists just Zn container as a cylindrical. At the center it will use of carbon rod with the just again brass cap, As electrolyte, it will be used of paste of HgO and KOH. Now the time to discuss about the reaction, cell reactions. If we'll go with the cell reaction, then first of all, it will use of electrolyte as a 2 of KOH, which dissociates in 2 of K plus and 2 of OH minus. Listen me carefully because this cell is too important. Here is the anode as a negative terminal. So Zn is your as a container. Regarding to this, so this Zn changes in Zn plus 2 and 2 of OH will require, and it changes in ZnO plus H2O, and it's your release of electron, and release of electron is called as just your oxidation reaction will be. This was regarding to just anode. Now the time to discuss about the cathode. This is the most important as a positive terminal. Here we can use just as a cathode, we are going to use HgO. So this is the HgO. It's a paste, so it will be used of moisture also, and 2 of electron, gain of electron. Now it changes in Hg plus 2 of OH minus. Here's the gain of electron, that's why it is called as reduction reaction. If we'll go with the just net cell reaction, that is very important. What is that? Listen me carefully. These 2 electron to 2 electron remains constant. Remember one thing, जितना electrolyte आपने लिया था उतना बन रहा है, means there is no change in concentration of electrolyte, so potential will also constant, EMF will also constant, and if we'll go with the reaction, then these remains cancelled, these also. So the reaction will be, you can say cell reaction, या net cell reaction, or you can call it discharging reaction also. कई बार आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए नेट सेल रिएक्शन ना पूछ करके आपसे कहते हैं राइट द डिस्चार्जिंग रिएक्शन ऑफ द मर्क्यूरी सेल. सो इट विल बी योर Zn, this is your HgO, changes in ZnO plus Hg. Here will release of Hg as a mercury. Now the time to discuss about the EMF of the cell. Then EMF will be constant potential having value of 1.35 volt. The drawback is यहाँ release हो रहा है mercury, so due to release of mercury, the cell causes environment pollution. You can see particular mercury is toxic for the living being. So this was about the entire part of the mercury cell. Go through properly with the mercury cell. So, doctors and engineers of the near future and all the chemistry lovers, this was about the primary cell as a dry cell and mercury cell. We'll meet in the next video with a new topic as a secondary cell, or just you can say secondary batteries, and for the fuel cell, and it will be another last topic named as corrosion. That is very important topic. So we will meet in the next video with a new topic. Till then, शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद. यूं ही अपना सपोर्ट देते रहिए. नो डाउट हर बार एक नए टॉपिक के साथ में आपके सामने रिप्रेजेंट करूंगा अपने आप को। कोशिश यही होगी कि आपको मैक्सिमम से मैक्सिमम आपको दे सकूं। इसी विश्वास के साथ फिर मुलाकात होगी। धन्यवाद, शुक्रिया।